goes to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Tua now on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true to you, because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Flush to his right. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, 36 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Going for Burton, and he's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
First and 10.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
So a great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Second down at 7. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Rock it. Hey. Hey, exit.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year, and look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa, escaping the pressure right. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Check back 33. Stay with your man.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Shoot. Twist him, Travis. Hey, I-7.
They'll run with ETN. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd down, ETN once more. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, here's ETN. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
From midfield, here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Tua throwing here complete to Gaskin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Nice pick.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Tua to throw again. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to pass. Tua. They get this out wide to Gaskin. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another tote for Etienne.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A handoff for Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8. A handoff running left is Etienne.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
They'll try the left side with Etienne.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On play action, here's Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Very nicely done there on the reception, and what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season. Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Two are going to try and throw for it.
They'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll go again with Etienne. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back near his goal line, here's Tua.
And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
On play action, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
A chance for Waddle on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 2 now on first down. A big play there for the Dolphins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.